Hi, Scorpios. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are always welcome. This is a general love reading, whatever Spirit wants to share with me today. So welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here. Spirit, I call upon you for some loving messages. What is it that you need us to know at this time? What is it that you want us to hear? I am listening for you now. Let's see what they want for you today. I have under repair. I'm mending. I'm in progress. I'm not ready. Okay, maybe taking your time. I'm obsessed and I can't move on. So is somebody still obsessed with you? Are you obsessed with somebody? This feeling of having a hard time moving on is always a hard thing. But the obsessed with you is, I don't know whether that's good or bad yet. Maybe you ask somebody to, move on and they can't move on without you. I have intimacy, chemistry. The chemistry was high. I've got elegance, classy, difference. A little bit of I took back my power there. Maybe this person was making me feel like my value wasn't high for some reason, and I wanted to feel that I was deserving more respect, or I wanted to be treated differently, Spirit's saying. So I think that's important. I have ghost. Somebody who ghosted you with no closure is now can't move on, so they ghosted you. I'm going to put this as a no contact for you guys. So if you're not interested in no contact, then check out your playlist for other singles readings or love readings. They ghosted you and now they're obsessing with you and they can't move on. So, that's the person who, wow, you don't really know what you wanted, right? So they're the ones that walked away. And now all of a sudden they're realizing that they can't have you. Playing games, head games, nothing serious. Maybe the intimacy, the connection was great, but obviously they weren't treating you with respect, and the ghosting is uncalled for. So that's something that I don't know. Slow and steady, not a rush. Maybe they had no sense of pace, no sense of moving things forward. Whoever this was, you could have been totally into them. You could have been, I think this is my person, but there's a part of me that's saying they either took their time and then all of a sudden they got spooked. Maybe we did have a good thing. I'm going to say we had a good thing. I'm going to, because there's a part of me that says we had a great thing. And then something changed. So now the tables have turned, is how they're saying it, that whoever this is that didn't want it, now they want it back. Okay. Now they want you back. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know if you can forgive the person who just walks away from a good thing. Why did they walk away, Spirit? What happened? I have a moon. I have a King of Wands. I have a Knight of Cups in reverse. And I have a King of Cups. So that it came into me as it got intense. I didn't know my feelings, and now I've realized my feelings. It was almost like I went through this process. I needed this alone time to figure out my feelings, but I feel like it got intense. It was probably very intimate. It could have been off the charts. We could have been very close. I didn't know what my feelings were. Maybe you kept acknowledging your feelings and I couldn't respond and I felt bad. And now I'm realizing my feelings. So I don't know. Is it a little too late? There's a part of me that says a little too late, because Maybe you said, you know what, if you walked away from me once, you walk away from me again. Let's keep going. I have a 10 of Cups. We were happy once. We were very happy once. That's sad. I have a Justice card. We probably had hopes and dreams. I feel like they broke some promises, and I feel like if I had only been honest to you, if I had only been honest with you for my feelings, then you wouldn't be feeling the way you're doing, feeling the way you are feeling right now. Like we had it really good. I mean, there's a part of me that says, why did you do this to us? I mean, a lot of times it's just fear. A lot of times it's, I don't know why. They come back and they say, I'm sorry. And you say, well, I haven't heard from you in 3 weeks. What have you been doing? And now I'm supposed to just like pick up where we left off. And they say, well, I was scared and I needed time to think. And I didn't mean to hurt you. And they start to say all the right things, but there's a part of me that says, they didn't acknowledge their feelings when it was in front of them. They only started to realize their feelings when you were gone. And now it's a little bit of backpedaling and kind of trying to repair the damage. Like, how can I possibly repair the damage? There's a lot of looking at my phone. There's a lot of feelings around possibly writing you messages and then not doing anything about them. Spirit, can I have some feelings? Let's see. Let's just see what they're thinking and feeling. Let's see what some of these. Coming in hot, and I want you in all ways possible. So it probably was a fast start. It probably became very intense in a short period of time. I'm irreplaceable. You'll never find another like me. And I hope you're saying that to yourself, that you're the one that walked away and now you're realizing I'm losing interest. One of us has to make a move soon. I'm not waiting for you. I didn't wait for you. So I don't blame you. If somebody just kind of cut me out of their life with no discussion, or didn't even give you the respect that you deserve to end things, then, do they deserve to come back? I'm a little too late is how it's coming into me. You're too good for me, and I wonder what you see in me. So I feel like this person got scared, got spooked. True runner energy. I always run as soon as I get close to somebody. I always push people away that care about me. Self-sabotage energy as well. I wouldn't date me, so I don't know why you would either. Like they know their behavior. I feel like, do you know what you're getting into? I wish I could forewarn you. So they know their behavior. I miss you, and I wonder if you miss me too. So it's going to depend on your feelings if you want to even talk to this person. If only I could see you again. So the regrets are coming in. You can feel the energy around, I definitely made a mistake. I spy on your social media. It helps me cope during our separation. I don't know if it's a separation as much as an abandonment, so you could have just definitely moved on. Let me show you that I'm what you've been missing. I have everything you desire. So are they going to try to come back and somehow try to win your love again? Like that just felt like I'm going to have to try to win you over again. But you might not be interested in that. You might be saying, been there, done that. I don't know if I can do this again. Spirit, why after all this time is this person, changing their mind, basically? A Page of Wands. Okay, I've discovered I have feelings. I've discovered I want you. An Ace of Wands. I have a Hermit. I don't like being alone, probably is the main reason. It's like I'm remembering. This feels like I'm remembering how fast we fell in love and how passionate our new beginning was, and how exciting it was, and the excitement in your eyes, and how you looked at me, and I knew you were falling for me. I knew that you were into me. So, this person's probably realizing that they had something real with you, and now they're out there by some kind of, fear, and they're sitting alone, and they're not happy about that either. I have a 10 of Wands. It's too intense. I'm realizing that not having you in my life really hurts, and struggling. I have a Chariot. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have a Knight of Swords, King of Swords, and I have a 5 of Cups. I have regret. I regret hurting you. I regret what I did. I regret what I said. I know it's going to be hard work to move this thing forward and to try to change your mind. I do feel like I'm going to come in strong and try to convince you if I get the opportunity. So I feel like this person has been facing their fears. They have been, I don't know, just kind of accepting what has happened, which is probably a good thing. Spirit, can I have some loving messages? What does this person need to say to us at this time? What is it that they want us to know? I grew up with bad role models. I'm not sure I know how to give and express the love that you deserve, so they could be struggling with that. I have your back no matter what happens. Sometimes we are disconnected from somebody and don't talk to them, but if you had some kind of an emergency, they still would show up, like they still respect you, they still love you, they would somehow show up. They drop the fact that we're in a no contact. I want to leave the past behind us and move on. Can we do that? I would give anything if I could just hold you. I feel like that is going on. I really do. I feel like that's a big one. I feel like you've got somebody who definitely has regret, definitely has given this some thought. And I'm going to say that I want to talk. I want to hold you, and I'm obsessing over you now, even if they're the ones that walked away. They're a true runner. They pushed it away because they got scared. They pushed it away because every time somebody gets close to them, they feel like they don't deserve it somehow. And they, sabotage it. So if I could just hold you. So somebody out there is thinking about you today, Scorpios, and that is their message to at least my no contacts. So if you, take with you what connects to you and leave the rest. But in the meantime, we'll ask Spirit to guide you both. And we'll ask Spirit for whatever is best for you, your future self and your higher self. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you always for your kind words and your comments. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please check out my website, kathymamolenpsychicmedium.com. Also, check out my other 2 channels, and I'll put the links in the description below.